Hello, guys. Welcome back.
My name is Alfredo.
Brian.
Bemnet.
Micky.
Welcome to another episode of the Fourum. So, let's get started. Okay. I'm going to pick the topic this week.
Why?
Shut up.
I don't understand why he gets to pick. I don't even like it.
When?
Okay. Would you ever ghost someone, or do you think it's appropriate to ghost someone?
Throw it on the floor.
There we go.
Who wants to start this?
Can I start this off by saying that I don't have good reason for it, but I have ghosted someone before?
She's the enemy.
I'm sorry.
I mean, okay, here's my thing. It's only okay to really ghost someone if they're creepy or weird or just generally give you like a really bad vibe.
Well, yeah, because like at the beginning, sorry to cut you off, but at the beginning, you're not gonna know who they are. I mean, you can sometimes know who they are right off the bat, but sometimes you go on a first date and you don't feel comfortable. So you're like, oh, maybe a second date. And then, he's like, yeah, maybe a second date. And then it starts to get weird and clingy and I don't know, like something feels off there. So then you ghost them because that's the only thing to do.
I mean, if there's nothing wrong with them, I know sometimes you just don't want to hurt their feelings, but it's like you're only hurting them more by not telling them, because if they're into it, then it's all like, what did I do? Granted, this is a weird kind of subject for me, just because it really feels like common courtesy to let somebody know, but at the same time, you don't, if it's the first day you're just talking to them, like you just started talking to them, you don't really owe them anything.
Yes.
So it's like, it's just, if you've been dating them for a little bit, like you've gone on a few dates with them, or then I feel like you shouldn't ghost. You should just be upfront, be like, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore, or whatever. But if it's like you're just talking with them over wherever you're talking to them, whatever dating site or whatever, I don't feel like you owe them anything. It's weird. Mm-hmm. As someone who's been ghosted, I know how much it sucks.
Yeah.
When like you're talking to them and it feels like the chemistry, you guys are talking to each other. It feels like, oh, this person can actually hold a conversation. They're funny, whatever. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like,
Radio silence.
where'd you go? But at the same time, they don't really owe me anything.
Well, I guess here's the question though. Have you personally ghosted anyone?
I want to say yes, but I'm having I feel like I have, but I can't pinpoint the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have. I feel because I feel like we've all like talked to somebody. Mm-hmm. And then we're just like, I'm not really feeling it. And then you just move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And the other person could potentially be seeing that, oh, they ghosted me. Mm-hmm. When in reality, it's just kind of like, I didn't think our conversation was that great, so I just kind of moved on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of in this weird gray area with it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. What about you, Brian? You haven't said nothing.
Because I hate this topic.
Okay.
You picked it.
Right, you're the one that picked it. But, I mean, the question still lies. Like, have you ever ghosted anyone?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think that's why I have a hard time with this topic, is because I think it's the most bullshit, coward thing that anyone could do to someone, regardless of the situation. Like, we're all fucking human beings. Sorry for my language, but it is triggering. We're all human beings. We're all mature. We can all handle rejection. I would much rather a guy tell me, you know what? I'm just not feeling it. I thought I was, but I'm wrong. And just make a clean cut. Like Freddy said, I've been ghosted many a times. And I think the one that really triggered a nerve was this guy that took me out on 2 dates and then he just stopped talking to me. Until this day, I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure he found someone else, and that's fine, but I really wish he would have said, I found someone else, or you're not giving me what I want, because this boy wanted to, go in the bed right then and there, and I told him no. So that's fine, but I would have respected him more as a person if he would have said, I'm just not feeling it, let's just keep it, like, just end it here, instead of me just texting him and he just never replying.
Brian, what if he died?
No, he's very much he's very well much alive. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't like loose ends. I will find a way to figure out where the fuck anyone is. He is alive. I know that for a fact. Don't ask me how, but he's alive.
So
Don't ask me how.
I mean,
I have my vicious ways. No, but yeah, like I don't know. I mean, because like Micky said, like, yeah, they could be creepy and stuff, but if they're creepy, I mean, I much rather just be like, I'm not interested. Or I usually do that. I'm like, you know what, I'm not a fit for you. To the many guys that I've spoken to, I'm like, I can't give you what you want, or you're not for me. Best of luck to you. And if they get aggressive, then I block them. Block them is differently than ghosting, because I've already told you I'm not interested. Leave me alone. And if you keep being a dick about it and you keep being aggressive, I'm just going to block you because I don't have the energy to go back and forth. But see, that's the difference between blocking and ghosting. Ghosting is just, to me, it's just such a coward thing to do. I will never agree with it. So sorry for the guys and the girls that do it on the daily. That's your issue. I just don't like it.
I feel called out.
Sorry.
Okay. It's not really like... I still don't have any good reason for this, so I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying my piece about the reasons why I've ghosted. Sometimes it's not even for anything malicious. It's not even just like, oh, I'm not feeling this person, I'm not going to talk to them. It's just, I see your text and I have every intention to reply, and then I get busy with something, so it's like a couple hours later, and then I'm like, oh, I should really reply to them, and then I get busy again, and then it's been a couple days, and then I'm like, I really, really, really need to reply to this person, and then it's not an appropriate time to reply anymore, so I'm just like, well, now what do I do? What do I say? I can't say anything. I can't continue the conversation because that's awkward and that's weird as hell. And that's not every time that I've blocked that I've ghosted people, but that's one situation. There's another time, and this wasn't even ghosting someone that I was romantically with. It was a friend of mine. And we were actually really close friends. We used to hang out like every week, twice a week sometimes, maybe even more. Like we would have sleepovers constantly. We would talk about like anything and everything. And I was going through a really rough time where I kind of shut out everybody. So it's not that I meant to hurt her, but I did, and I realized that I did, and years after the fact, I reached out, and we fixed our issues. But for a while, I did ghost her, and it wasn't intentional. It wasn't meant to hurt her. It wasn't even anything to do with her. I was just going through a really bad depressive state. Like I couldn't even get myself out of bed. Bad. So that was one reason, and I get that's still not justifiable, but it was just what had happened.
I mean, to me, that is justifiable. I mean, you're going through your own stuff, and it sucks. But maybe the other person might not see it as fair. But at the end of the day, it's like you were going through your own things. And as far as that first one where you just kind of forgot,
classic Bemnet, everybody.
That's just. I mean, that's just. You just accidentally ghosted somebody. That's. I mean, it's.
But it's still not justifiable. Yeah. And I recognize that.
No, but I mean, I've done that before, where it's like maybe not to like. I mean, have I done it to people that I'm talking to? I don't know, but I do it to people I just regularly text, and I'm just all like, oh, I'm gonna respond to them.
He absolutely fucking does. It's annoying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna reply to them, and then I get busy with something, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to reply to them. I'll go reply to them right now, and that happens like 4 days later. And
can I just say that the amount of times I've told this man, text me when you're home, so I know you made it safe, and a fucking hour goes by and nothing, and then I text him, are you home? Oh yeah, I am. Ha ha ha. Like, I hate him.
Yeah. At least you know I'm alive. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can kind of relate to that first one. That second one, well, I guess I can relate to that one too. But I mean, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. I mean, if it's someone that you're genuinely interested in talking to, I mean, it doesn't hurt to like just be all like, hey, I'm sorry, I was going through some things, but I'm back now. I'll try to be better at it. I'll try to be better at communicating. But what's up?
Yeah. See, those are the two reasons that I have that are somewhat okay. There have been other times where it's just like, I'm not feeling this person and I won't talk to you. And I know that's bad. I know that sounds horrible, and I'm a piece of shit for it. I admit to that. Like, I'm not looking for, someone to say, oh, that's okay, because I know that's shit. But I've done that.
So I guess my question now is it technically ghosting if you're talking to someone, they respond 3 days later, and then it takes you 3 days to respond, and then it takes them 3 days to respond.
No, you're just bad
and then
at messaging.
hold on, and then you haven't responded to them. That is a scenario I'm currently in right now.
Yeah, honestly, here's the thing.
I have not responded.
Here's the thing. If they don't, ghosting just means that there's no reply whatsoever. Like,
right.
Once that last reply was, and there's nothing from there, that's ghosting. Or that's forgetting, or that's whatever.
I mean...
Well, are you the one that didn't reply to that last one?
About 7 days now.
Are you the one that didn't reply to the last one, though?
Who said that?
Okay, so you're the ones who's ghosting right now. No. You're the one who's ghosting right now.
It's because I've been meaning to respond to him, but I can't because I don't know how to respond.
See, that's my issue.
Like I don't know what to say because the issue is like he asked me a question and then he asked me another one, and one of the questions was, do you have Instagram? And I'm like, I mean, I could just say no, but how do I proceed from there?
No, I don't like it. I tried it and I didn't like it, but I do have Snapchat. What's your handle?
I don't want to add him on Snapchat. I feel like Snapchat is a hookup thing, okay?
Not even.
Okay, they'll just be all like, hey, I don't have Instagram, but, but we can keep talking on here, or maybe we can go on a date, or maybe we can talk on the phone. Or...
I'm terrible on Chispa, though. Because it's one of those things where it's an app that doesn't let me see, like okay, so it'll tell me like, oh, you have a like or you have a message or something, but it doesn't tell me from who. So I'm just like, I have to buy the subscription or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Wait, does it not tell you unless you like match with them or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's the way it works.
Oh, that makes sense.
Regular fucking dating apps.
Yeah, it's a regular dating.
Also, for all you non-Hispanic people out there, Chispa is a Hispanic dating profile. A dating app.
Think black people meet.
It's Hispanic Tinder.
Yeah, and I know this because we have a Caucasian friend. Shout out to you, Hannah, who was like, "No, I don't know what that is. I'm Caucasian." So I'm letting y'all know what it is.
I'm sorry, there are Caucasian people on that app.
Hey, gotta get your Latino somewhere.
But yeah, so I mean,
because you said you were messaging each other back and forth, that means you already matched.
Yeah, we had already matched.
Then you should be able to see your messages then.
I mean, I can, but we've only exchanged like 6 messages.
That's why. Just be all like, hey, just kind of like put it on yourself. Just like, hey, I'm stupid. I've been going through things. Hey, just be like, hey, I'm stupid. I've been going through some things.
I am not gonna say that.
Why not? Hold on. It's sometimes when you're trying to like reconnect or to that little space after ghosting, that little calling yourself out actually means a lot.
How about I just say I was on my period?
What?
So being on your period does not stop you.
Bemnet, tell him. You tell him.
There's rare occasions. Okay, but for you, yes, there are rare occasions, and well, not rare, but there are people out there who can get up to like go to the hospital when they have their period. Sure, but is that gonna stop you from messaging for a week?
If I'm in the hospital, yes.
You're just chilling on a hospital.
What? No. You're in so much pain.
Wait.
Can I just say that you two are full of shit because on your period you be sending Tik Toks to us and stupid tags, so I don't want to hear that.
I'm sorry because I'm laying on the couch with some ice cream or some popcorn, watching a movie, doing a whole lot of nothing.
Why is it so hard?
Why is that stopping you from texting then?
Because I don't want to text him.
Then that's a different issue.
Like, he's the last one who texted you. It's your turn to continue the conversation.
Okay, let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen.
Me,
it sounds to me like Michelle is not interested in this boy because I'm sorry, but when you're freaking invested in someone, you actually look forward to hearing back from them.
Close your mouth.
Okay, I mean, I guess whatever.
I mean, if you're not invested, just say that.
Yeah,
like,
just be like, hey,
why you gotta be defending? Why are you defending yourself? Just say I'm not interested.
I mean, I think he's kind of cute though.
Okay, but but if you really thought he was cute and worth pursuing, you would have messaged him back by now.
It's because let's face this reality here. I mean, yes, I think he's cute, but I also kind of think that he's what's the word?
Smelly?
No, he's I guess you want to call. I'm sorry for my language. A fuckboy.
Oh.
So that's who I think he is. That's why I don't take him seriously.
Oh.
Which is another topic.
That's another topic. But that's another one. That's another one. But okay, let's go back to ghosting though.
I mean, okay.
I don't think what you're doing is ghosting. I just think you guys are both bad at messaging.
Yeah. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're the one who was terrible last.
Well, damn. Just call me out like that.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Anyway, back to ghosting.
Okay.
Brian doesn't think you should ghost at all in any situation whatsoever. It's cowardly.
Because there's always a way.
I don't know.
There's always just because you can always simply just say, "Hey, I'm not really feeling this. Thank you for your time. Bye."
Like I get it. Like when Freddy said, on a dating app they don't owe you anything. I understand that because I mean, come on, how many of us have hit someone up on a dating app and you get no response because that is their way of saying I'm not interested, and that's fine. To me, that's whatever. You're not interested. I got the hint. But it's when you talk to someone. Like I remember I was talking to this one guy a couple months ago or a year ago. We were having a full-on conversation, and I'm talking paragraphs. Like I was like, wow, he's really sweet. Like, I like this kid. Go back and forth. And then he just stopped. And I don't get it. I'm like, why?
What if he died?
No, stop saying that.
I hate you. Don't justify it.
Okay, so for those of you who do not understand Freddy's mind, if you stop texting him, he'll just automatically assume you're dead.
Which is the best kind of way because then...
You're like, oh my God, it's something that wasn't controlled. Let me move on with my life.
I mean, you're not wrong for it, though. Because if he's just going to ghost you, I mean, you see him on another app and it's like, oh, no, we ain't doing this again.
No, that's when you were probably like, I thought you died.
I thought you did.
Yeah, it's because it's called ghosting because they dead to you now.
Yeah.
Can I just say that... I'm sorry, Micky. Go ahead. Can I just say that what Micky just said is true? I should have fucking learned my lesson, but I'm an idiot. So the guy that did me dirty, the one that took me out on 2 dates, he had ghosted me prior, like a year ago.
Oh.
And when he hit me up again, I was about to be like, nah, never mind. I'm not going to waste my time. But I'm like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. This time it was worse because before we were talking back and forth and he just ghosted. This time I actually met him in person and we got close and he still ghosted. So yes, lesson learned. No, you do it once, you'll do it again. So fuck off.
Okay, I do. Okay, that I do understand that because you were having like a really deep conversation. You guys actually met. I feel like that should definitely be, hey.
They kissed.
Probably.
Can you not?
Hey.
Who said that?
Then it's just like, then from there it's just like, hey, I'm not interested, or something's going on, or whatever. Even if it's just not that they're interested, they're just going through some stuff or whatever. Just, hey, I'm going through some stuff, or hey, I'm not as interested as I thought I would be. That was a great date though, but have a great day or whatever, and just move on. Mm-hmm. I guess my thing is when. It's so easy to hide behind a screen and just say whatever because you have the maybe not complete anonymity, but you have some
security.
You have some security. You're not seeing their face. You don't have to deal with that. So that's why when it comes to online ghosting, like when it comes to like dates, whatever, I get it. You don't want to deal with that. You whatever. But when it comes to like online, you're through an app. You're having great conversations. You feel like there's something going on, and then you, for whatever reason, you ghost. Why is it so hard to just say, because you're behind that screen, you have that extra layer of security?
Because anxiety. No. Genuinely, I'm not even trying to shit talk right now.
Yeah.
I have such bad anxiety, like replying to people that I genuinely want to know, even if it's just on a screen. Like, even if I've never met you before, like, I know what you look like based on pictures alone.
Yeah.
If I want to get to know you, I have such a hard time actually messaging. Because I'm always worried about, like, what do I say? How do I say this? Am I coming off weird? Am I coming off mean or rude or disrespectful or something like that? Okay. And then, by the time I realize it, it's like, it's been 20 minutes and I'm like, fuck, just send the text. So sometimes this is just me. Like, sometimes it really gets to me.
So you're just overthinking it.
Yeah. But that's kind of how I've always been. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying that's me personally.
No, and I'm sure that's a lot of people. I'm sure it's not just you, you know? Like, I've had situations like that where, like, I'm having a really good conversation and then they say something and I'm just like, I don't think I should send that. And so I erase it and I'm like, And then I'm like,
Maybe not send that.
No. And I'm sitting there for like half an hour and then it's been an hour and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, send it.
I mean, I guess,
and then I don't know what happened.
I guess that's kind of a universal thing. I mean, how many movies have we seen where it's like a rom-com or whatever and the person's just sitting there typing things out and deleting texts and typing things back out, deleting texts, you know, and then eventually not even sending anything at all. Or like back in like the 90s, early 2000s, or like even movies that take place in like the 70s or the 80s or whatever. It's like they'll have a conversation, like pretend to talk to the person and then like hang up the phone and pick up and hang up the phone and pick up and hang up the phone. You know, like I guess that's kind of a universal feeling. Like you're getting to know somebody, you're vibing off somebody. You don't want to say you don't want to say the something wrong. You don't want to say something embarrassing, something that's going to turn them off, and just be like, well, this person's weirder than I thought they were. But so I guess that general anxiety makes sense, but it still feels a little disrespectful.
Oh no, it is. I'm not excusing it.
Yeah, especially when you're like vibing off when you're actually vibing and it's like, I thought we were okay. We were talking. I don't know. I guess for me personally, I think way too much about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's hard for me to just think about myself. Whereas like, even if it's my comfort, and that's something I'm trying to unpack in myself, but it's for me, it's hard to knowingly ghost somebody. Cause then I'll just be like, cause even if it's something like, hey, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I'm just not feeling it anymore. Have a great day or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then you block them. And it's all like, okay. But at least they know. At least they know it's not working anymore.
See, I did that once. I did that when I was on Bumble, and then I didn't realize that if you send them a message on Bumble, but then you delete the app, they don't get your messages anymore. So I accidentally ghosted people that way.
Okay, but see, that's not your fault.
I genuinely tried to make it. I tried to be nice about it and be like, hey, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Have a good one. And then I deleted the app, not realizing they didn't receive anything.
Okay, but like in the grand scheme of things, that's hilarious because it's like you mustered up all this courage, you fought through your anxiety, and you're just all like, I'm gonna send this. You sent it, and then you delete it, and then it's like, wow, she just ghosted me.
Yeah. So if you matched with me on Bumble and I disappeared, I'm sorry. That's probably what happened.
I think, but it's also, I guess, one of those things too where, like, I'm one of those people that, okay, like, I can tell you I'm not interested. Stop it. Where I'm not interested, and then I tell them that, and then I block them, but I'm also anxious to know, like, what they're gonna say after, so I'll unblock them.
I cannot.
Like, hold on. I know I'm not the only one that does this, okay? I know there are other people in this world that do this,
It just seems ridiculous.
But I know.
But you have to know.
No, but I have to know. So I'll be like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not interested anymore. Like, I thank you for your time. I hope you have a nice day. Block. And then like an hour later, I'm like, I wonder what they're gonna say next. I'm blocked.
Okay, but what's the benefit on your side, though?
It's just knowing, I guess. That's my benefit. Like, just knowing what they're gonna say after I sent them.
They're probably gonna cuss your bitch ass over wasting their time.
But it's kind of like the same thing as like you breaking up with somebody and then you coming back like a week or two later just to check on their profile and be like, I wonder if they're talking to someone.
Yeah.
It's like that, but not like that.
Okay, that's a whole different thing that I wanted okay, but you just broke up with them. Even if they reply something that just melts your heart, like, oh my God, I made a terrible mistake, whatever, and you get that, and then what's the goal? You just like type back, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I want to be like, what?
No. So what I'm saying is you block that. Like you tell them, thank you for your time, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Thank you for your time.
It sounds like an interview.
Right?
You block them, and then you unblock them and wait for them to respond to that. And you're just sitting there waiting.
Okay, but that doesn't answer my question.
It's just for the need to know what they're gonna say if they say anything.
If they don't say nothing, well, it's fine, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like I have this thing where I want to know if they're gonna say something else, because they could cuss me out. But that's fine. It's just over the phone.
What if he messages back and it like really hurts your feelings? Like it's like, okay, like for example, off the top of my head.
I'm scared.
Like you do that. You tell them you're not interested, whatever. Thank you for your time. This interview was glorious. And then you block them, and then you unblock them to see what they're gonna say. And then they say something like, wow, I honestly thought you were different. I thought you weren't like all these other girls, and you were actually a good person who actually cared about me. But yeah, have a great day.
Red flag. I'm just kidding.
Yes, that is guilt tripping, sure. But well, it might not be guilt tripping if they really. Well, I guess it can't.
Yes. It depends on their. I feel like it depends on their intentions. If they genuinely were like, "Hey, I thought you weren't gonna do something like this," and well, this sucks, but I guess live on with your life. Then I'm like, I don't take that as like, guilt tripping. That's just you speaking your feelings. But if it's just kind of like, wow, I thought you weren't like all these other hoes or whatever, then I'm like,
okay, that's a red flag. That's manipulative. That's guilt tripping. Yeah. Absolutely, red flag.
I don't know. I guess it depends. Like,
we need a red flag.
Oh my gosh, we should.
Next episode, I'm gonna bring one.
We'll just take it.
We can make one. I have the red fabric.
Okay, hold on. Let Brian talk. I'm curious.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I guess it just depends on the conversations both of them are having before the other person wasn't interested. Because if this person is telling you that they've been ghosted before, why the fuck would you do that to them when they've already been through it? That is when I'm like, no, you deserve to be cussed out and you're a shitty piece of garbage because you did that to someone that has already gone through that and trusted you to not do that to them. This is again why this topic triggers the hell out of me. I've told so many guys that I've dated, do not lie to me, do not cheat on me. If you feel something,
or else,
just fucking tell me. It's just at this point, it's one of the conversations that I have on every first date that I go. It should be like, I don't know, this should be in their freaking mind. Okay, cool. He's already been hurt before. Why would you do the same thing to me? This is why most people go, when they say, wow, you are just like the rest of them. It's because they've been hurt before. And if they already told you that they've been hurt this way and you do it too, you cannot act like the fucking victim and say, oh, red flag. No, because you just did what they told you that hurts them.
Do you, on the first date, just general, because I'm curious, on the first date, do you tell them like that? It's like, don't cheat on me, don't hurt me, don't do this, like, kind of like...
Not like super direct like that, but they usually go, so what are you looking for? I'm like, okay, well, if this does go forward, I need to be with someone that doesn't lie and that doesn't cheat, and that tells me whenever they lose interest or whenever they're not feeling it. And they usually go, that's fair. But I'm like, okay, so it's fair, but you still do it.
So this is what happens on the first date. So it's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Don't cheat, don't lie, don't do this. Have a nice day.
At this point, I should have t-shirts made, and I'll just have that as a t-shirt. No, but honestly, this conversation that happens more when we started getting to know each other through texting.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
When we meet on the first date, he's already aware, or he should be aware, because we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
But I think it's safe to say, at least on my end, that some fucking men don't listen, and I've been witness of that. I don't know about women, because I don't deal with them like that, but some guys don't fucking listen.
Oh, no, it goes both ways. Men and women don't listen. Because even though you are like, you tell them, because I can relate to that, Brian. Like, I've told people on the first date, like, obviously not like that, but I've told, like, we've been talking or whatever, and I'm like, well, just so you know, I've been ghosted before and I don't like to be ghosted. So if you choose to not want to talk to me anymore, just tell me. Like, I would much rather know the truth than you sit there and ghost me, because then I think something's wrong with me. I did something wrong and it's my fault. Mm-hmm. And I hate feeling that way, because then I get a lot of thoughts in my head, and that's not fair to me. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've lost my train of thought.
To me, it sucks, but we kind of live right now. I don't know, I want to say our generations, but really whatever. In the social media age, we're kind of used to the instant gratification type thing that comes with like texting and trying to like make things happen type of thing. So it's like when we get ghosted, it is kind of a blow to our ego, and like Micky said, we start getting in our heads like, what did I do wrong? What did I say? What's going on? And it kind of sucks because the person on the other side may be feeling like how Bemnet was anxiety ridden, and it's like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to do that. So now we got two people who want to talk to each other, but they can't.
Sounds like a rom-com.
Oh gosh.
So it's, I don't know. I just think it's something that I think it's kind of, honestly, it's kind of something that we need to get over. Anxiety sucks, but we need to get over it.
Yeah, I've had that all my life. I'm gonna get anxiety whether I do the right thing or not.
Right. No, I feel that. Because I got anxiety too, but I'm just all like, every time I do something, I catch myself in that kind of situation. I'm like, I need to fucking get over this. I need to get over this. Please. And then you just fight with yourself, and then the anxiety wins, and you just get like a can of ice cream or that little thing of ice cream and just go lay in bed.
I'm sorry, little? No, you get the big thing. Have you seen the one in Scary Movie 3? That big one with the little spoons.
Oh my god.
Where do you keep that? How do you keep that cold?
I'm sorry, you can get a freezer chest. You can stick it in there, it'll be just fine. You don't need to fit anything else in there. You can just fit the ice cream in there.
Oh my gosh.
If it.
I worry about it.
I don't know.
Seriously.
I worry.
I want a lot of things in my life.
Brian, going back to you so no lying at all, right?
Well, no. Why?
What if they like want to plan you a surprise party?
No, don't be stupid.
I'm just kidding.
Little white lies are fine. I'm talking about like big lies. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I have a whole nother family in Australia.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, are we going on vacation?
I can't stand you.
We're gonna bring you along as the maid.
Start cleaning.
Rude. I don't want to clean. I'm on vacation.
It's okay.
You can be a very bad maid where your job is there to clean and you pick up like one little napkin and you're like, so much work. Time to relax.
Yeah. Go relax by the pool.
That's right.
Next to the butler.
The pool. You go out to the beach. You live in a place that's surrounded by water. You go to the beach.
He has a point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. Well, anything else to add?
I mean, I guess long story short, in my mind, ghosting is never a good thing and it's never appropriate, but I have done it.
Yeah, I can agree with you too, Bemnet. Because honestly, like, it's not a good thing, but I mean, at least for me, I've done it as well, and a lot of it's been accidental, and I don't really mean to, but sometimes it happens. Mm-hmm. I'm just a bad texter, that's all it is.
I'm just a bad person, that's all.
Oh my god, shut up.
And Brian's just demanding.
Yeah. That's just a lot of.
I'm sorry.
You're so high maintenance.
And then Freddy's such a bitch.
I mean, at this point, there's no hiding it. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna settle. So why should I?
That's right.
Shut up.
Hey, no.
I know.
Let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of TikToks in my lifetime, and shut up. I see your face. You.
What? I'm listening to what you're saying.
I've seen a lot of TikToks in my life, and all I gotta say is, don't settle. Don't settle. Always go for what you want. Don't lower your standards. You'll find someone. There are a bunch of people in this world.
There are 7 billion people on the planet. If you only are attracted to one gender, and you cut that in half, that's still 3.5 billion. And then we can cut off like 2 billion for like children. That's like 1.5 billion.
I cannot.
He has a point.
That's 1.5 billion for you. And then, you can make cuts where necessary. But I'm just saying, 1.5 billion people, 1 billion people on this planet that could be for you. That could be for you. Potentially.
Mm-hmm. And yet, we're all of us are still single except Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy has a boy. That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, that's why you date around. You have some fun. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
We're all young, except for Brian.
What?
It's creeping up on them elderly age.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're like right there too.
Well, what? I am a whole 4 months younger than you.
Wow.
4 months.
All
right.
3 months. 3 months. Oh.
Wait, you're 3 months older than or 3 months younger than Brian?
Yeah.
I'm 3 months younger than Micky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're going too far. This is getting ridiculous.
At this point, if you're still tuning in, thank you.
Honestly, I would have left. I'm like, what are these people? I'm like, what are these people talking about? They're not even talking about it.
We appreciate everyone that has still stayed here and has listened to us.
Oh no, I appreciate you. I'm just saying, I would have left.
You're rude.
Hold on,
Mentally
all I'm
already
saying
checked out.
is I'm here for the seriousness and the stupidness.
Yeah, we're here for all of it.
Yeah.
Just gotta stay hydrated.
Hey, at least we keep this entertaining.
Do we?
I think I do.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we should wrap up the episode because I think we're all done talking about this.
I think we've all made our points. Again, if you like, you guys watching and listening have been on either side of the coin or both sides of the coin, and I think it's good that we had this discussion because you got to hear from people that have been through it to people that have done it. But please let us know in your comments down below. Have you been ghosted? Have you ever ghosted someone? Give us feedback, guys. Let us know what your thoughts are. Of course, as always, be respectful and mindful of others' opinions, even if they don't match yours. Anything else?
Let us know what else you want to hear us talk about. Or if there's anything specific, any random ass topic you want to hear about, let us know.
All right, well, I think that wraps up for this week, guys.
I think so.
Yeah, this is cool.
All right, guys. Well, keep subscribing, keep commenting, follow us on TikTok, and we'll see you next week on the forum.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.